Thank you for watching my video on the lumbar spine examination. With any joint examination, it goes without saying, the history is very important. But for the lumbar spine, we particularly look for if there is any radicular symptoms like pain or tingling or numbness which goes down the back of the leg or the front of the leg from the back, and any weakness, particularly related to any sports related activities. Okay, I'll ask Colette to stand up now. We'll start with an inspection of the back of the lumbar spine. We should do it from the view from the back. Front face that way, please. Look for the curvature of the spine. Look for the scoliosis. If there is any paraspinal muscle spasm or weakness, look for the shoulder, level of the shoulders, on the middle border of the scapula, and the level of the pelvis. There's obviously no scoliosis in this case. If you can turn backward, please. We also look from the side for again curvature of the spine, which the normal curvature is, or exacerbation of the normal curvature, which is the cervical lordosis, thoracic kyphosis, or lumbar lordosis. And yeah, thank you. If you can look in that way, please. We'll palpate the spine now. To start with the midline, you can palpate all the way from the top. Midline spine tenderness, any paraspinal tenderness, or if there's any sacroiliac joint tenderness. Okay. That's fine. And I'll ask the patient to walk a few steps to and from the room to see if there is any antalgic gait or any difference in the gait. Yeah, you can walk a few steps up and down the room, please. Thank you. And can you walk with your heel, please? Then come back with the tiptoes, please. Thank you. Obviously, this is a brief neurological test about the weakness. Now we'll check for some movements of the lumbar spine. Again, if you can turn around, please. Can you bend forwards with your knees straight as far as you can go? Okay. Yeah. In that case, it's very mobile. There's no this restriction. And can you go on your side with your hands down from the side? So lateral flexion on the left side, please. Lateral flexion. Thank you. And can you lean backwards? Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So she has got a good range of movement. We'll stabilize the pelvis later on to assess the rotational movements. Here we'll do one test for the sacroiliac joint. It's the Stark test. If you know which side is the pathological side, we'll assume the right side if she has got a pain. If you can lift your leg on the left side, please, and can you lean backwards and see if there is any pain on the landing leg. Thank you. On the landing side, in her case, there isn't any pain. Yeah, now you can sit down. Just see. We'll again check for the lateral rotation of the lumbar spine. If you can look over to your left shoulder, please. And, thank you. On the other side, please. Thank you. There isn't any obvious restriction or pain noticed when doing the rotational movements. Thank you. Now if you can lie on your back, please. We'll do the straight leg raise test now to see if there is any reproduction of any radicular symptoms. We'll assume sugar. Obviously, we will compare with both sides. If you can raise your left leg, please, as far as you can, the knee straight. Yeah, thank you. It's about 90 degrees. And can you try to do it on the right side as well? Thank you. So she's got a equal straight leg raise on both sides. At some point, if she has got a pain going down the leg, back of the leg to the back of the thigh to the legs, then we can try to reproduce the symptoms again by dorsiflexing the ankle. And if the pain gets worse, then it's called lesive signs, positive, and you can relieve the symptom by either plantar flexing or flexing the knee and see if the pain is relieved. Okay. Thank you. Now we'll do one little bit more neurological examination, which is the sensation and motor function of the lumbar segments. We'll start with the sensory, which is the dermatomal assessment from L1 to S5. L1 is just below the inguinal ligament, upper anterior thigh, and the L2 is the middle and the medial anterior thigh, and the L3 is what is over the knee, and the L4 is in the inner half of the knee, which is the medial half of the knee, and the L5 is the outer half of the knee. S1 is in the outer border of the foot. With the sensation, you can do it with a fine touch, pinprick, or vibration, proprioception, and the temperature. But for now, we'll just concentrate on the fine touch, which is the L1. Can you feel okay?
Yeah.
Can you feel that?
Yeah.
Any difference?
No.
Obviously, do the normal side first and compare with the abnormal side. This is for the L2, L3, L4, L5 is in the first web space, and the S1 in the outer border of the foot, and the S2 is behind the knee, S3 is along the ischial tuberosity, and S4-5 is in the perianal region. Once the sensation is assessed, we can check for the motor function, which is the muscle power, tone, reflexes, and the clonus if it is present or absent. With the muscle power, this obviously goes by the grading, MRC grading 0 to 5. 0 is no movement or paralysis, 1 is a flicker of a movement, and 2 is the full range of movement but with the gravity eliminated, and 4 is the 3 is the full range of movement against the gravity, and 4 is the full range of movement but with mild weakness, and 5 is normal. Okay. We'll start from the L hip flexion, which will be L2. Can you bend your hip as much as you can? And you can do that again. Just push your hand and see and feel for the resistance. Okay. And you can better obviously compare between the both hips. And we'll just concentrate on the right side for now. Now, if you can bend your knee and put the heel as far as you ankle, and push me away. It's for the extension. It's for the L3. Thank you. And for the L4, it is the ankle dorsiflexion. Can you cock up the foot? Thank you. Okay, and obviously feel for the both sides and see if there is any difference in the power. And now up your big toe, please. On this one. Thank you. And push me down. So the plantar flexion. The great toe hyperextension is for the L5, and S1 is in the plantar flexion. Okay. Want to do the knee jerk now, which is the L3 and L4. So try to make the knee loose, keep it loose, and you can just gently tap on the knee, just let go, and see if there is any quadriceps contraction. And you can compare that with the and with the ankle reflex, just bend the knee. Okay, thank you. Okay. So now, if the reflex is on brisk, we can check for the cloneness. Just to relax the ankle and just push it there. Sudden hyperflexion of the dorsiflexion, so see if there is any tapping or flapping movements of the ankle. Now we just want to check the plantar response to see if there is any upper motor neuron lesion. Hold, so it will be a sharp scratch. Watch for the response of the big toe and the other toes. So the plantar normal response should be a flexion, and the abnormal response will be a great big toe extension and fanning of the other toes. Okay. I will want to check for obviously the dorsalis pedis pulse in the posterior tibial. Thank you. And also now we'll check for if there is any sacroiliac joint pain. We already looked at the stroke test. Now we'll go for is a Faber test, which is the flexion, abduction, and external rotation of the hip joint. Of the and by doing this, we are trying to stress the sacroiliac joint. So the flexion of the hip, abduction, and external rotation. While doing that, we are stretching the ipsilateral sacroiliac joint, and also put the pressure on the iliac crest on the other side, and see if there is any pain being reproduced. We can also check for the sacroiliac joint again by asking the patient to lie laterally, or you can lie on yourself, please, and do a compression test and see if the pain is reproduced with the sacroiliac joint. While they are on the side, we can also check for if there is any femoral stretch, and bend the leg, bend the knee, and then do the hyperextension and see if there is any pain being reproduced in the which will be positive for the femoral stretch test. Okay, thank you. If you can, to complete the examination, obviously we need to check the one joint below, which is the hip joints, to look for if there is any pain in the hip joint, external internal rotation, and the one joint above, which will be the thoracic spine. Thank you for watching my examination. Thank you, Kavit.
Thank you.